In this video, we're going to analyze and graph the equation of an ellipse from 9.3. Let's go ahead and analyze the equation. That is, find its center, vertices, and foci of the ellipse, and then graph it. So the center has coordinates at 0, 0, since we're not subtracting anything from x or y. Coordinates of the vertices, so that's going to be at the ends of the major axis. That goes in the x direction, so we're going to have -7, 0, comma 7, 0. And then for the foci, that's going to be a big number on the bottom here minus little number on the bottom here inside the square root sign is the square root of 45 is 3 root 5. That goes in the direction of the major axis. So this is going to be -3 root 5, 0, and then 3 root 5, 0, like that. And this is going to have a major axis that's parallel to the x-axis with a distance of 7, and minor axis distance of 2 that looks like B. Right, this one also has a center at 0, 0, and it has vertices that are going to be at 0, 7, and 0, -7. Its major axis is in the y direction. Foci are going to be at 49 minus 25 inside the square root sign is square root of 24 is 2 root 6. So this is going to be 0, -2 root 6, 0, 2 root 6. And so 5 in the x direction and 7 in the y direction. It's not quite circular, but it's going to be a little bit more in the y direction here. And if we look here, we should be able to see that that is C. Might have to zoom in a little bit to examine those, but since that's 14, halfway to 14 is 7. That's -14, halfway is -7. And then we should be a little bit less than halfway here. Should get us to 5. All right. Let's look at this one. And we want to make sure that it equals 1. So we're going to have x squared over 1 plus y squared over 25 is equal to 1. So we're going to have center at 0, 0. Major axis is in the y direction. So we have 0, -5, comma 0, 5. 25 minus 1 is 24 again, which is 2 root 6. We have 0, -2 root 6, comma 0, 2 root 6. I think we had this exact one. Oh, nope. Close, but not the same thing. So x part has a distance of 1. The y part has a distance of 5. That's definitely D. Right, this is a circle. It's not an ellipse. X squared plus y squared equals r squared. So this is 0, 0. And the vertices are going to be at all the points on the end of the circle on the x-axis and y-axis here. So that's 0, -5, 0, 5, -5, 0, and 5, 0. Since both axes are the same length, it's the ends of both diameters there. It doesn't have separate foci from the center. The foci are on top of the center since it's a circle, and it's a circle of radius 5. So that is B. The center here is 4, -6. 4 makes this set of parentheses with the x 0. -6 makes this set of parentheses with the y 0. Foci are going to be at the square root of 49 minus 4 is the square root of 45 is 3√5. So that needs to go in the y direction. So 4, -6 minus 3√5. And then 4, -6 plus 3√5. And then the vertices are 7 away from this in the y direction. So 4, -13, and then 4, 1. And so let's see which one has the center at 4, -6. That would be C. All the other ones are in the wrong quadrant. Now we need to complete the square a couple times here to get this in the correct form. So x squared minus 4x plus 4y squared plus 16y. Then that's going to equal -4 over there. Half of -4 squared is +4. It's 4. We're going to factor out this 4 here and get y squared plus 4y. So far, that's a 0 on that side. Half of this 4 squared is going to be 4. 4 plus 4 is 16. This is x minus 2 squared plus 4 times y plus 2 squared equals 16. We're going to divide everything by 16. This is x minus 2 squared over 16 plus y plus 2 squared over 4 equals 1. So we're going, center is going to be at 2, -4. Foci are at square root of 16 minus 4 is 12, is 2√3. When I take the square root, that's going to be in the x direction that I'm moving that distance. So this is 2 minus 2√3, -4, and 2 plus 2√3, comma 4. Vertices are going to be, again, moving in the x direction 4. So -2, -4, comma 6, -4. Sorry, this is not 4, this is 2. 2, -2. All these are -2s. And all these are -2s as well. Apologies for that. And let's see here. So center of the ellipse at 2, -2. That's got to be A. 4x squared plus 24x plus something plus 9y squared minus 18y plus something equals a -9. 4x squared plus 6x, 9y squared minus 2y, -9. half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Half of -2 is -1. -1 squared is 1. 9 times 1 is 9. This is 4 times x plus 3 squared plus 9 times y minus 1 squared is equal to 36. When I divide by 36, this is x plus 3 squared over 9 plus y minus 1 squared over 4 equals 1. Major axis goes in the x direction, and this is going to look sort of circular. So it's going to go 3 plus or minus 3 in the x direction, plus or minus 2 in the y direction from its center at -3, 1. Its foci are going to be at plus or minus √5 from the center, and we're moving in the x direction that amount. So this is -3 minus √5, 1, -3 plus √5, 1. And then the vertices are going to be plus or minus 3 from the vertex. So -6, 1, 0, 1. Let's go ahead and look here, and -3, 1 for the center, 0, 1 is one of the vertices there. That's C. That's it for this video. We'll come back next time and we'll keep talking about 9.3. See you for the next video.